Hello, this is McKee, the Nomadic Nutritionist, coming to you from Grangeville, Idaho tonight, cooking in my tiny kitchen. And it's been pretty warm here in Montana where we were and in Idaho. So who wants to cook when it's hot? Not too many people. So what I'm doing tonight, I want to show you, is a stuffed tomato. Now, some of you saw my post from Saturday, and I was able to go to a farmer's market in Missoula and get these beautiful organic tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all together. Now, what I did this morning is I cooked some brown rice when it was cool. So I have some brown rice I'm going to put in here. I have some corn. Now, I like to talk about good, better, best. We are in what I call an area where we don't have a lot of choices. It's kind of like a food desert for organic. Now, best would be obviously fresh organic corn. Next best would be organic canned corn. Well, I couldn't find any organic canned corn either, so I had to buy regular old corn. But I rinsed it off to get the sodium off, and I put a can of that in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple cups of brown rice. I cooked this again this morning, and I'm not going to use all of it. It would probably be a little too much. So a couple cups of brown rice in here. And then this calls for cheese. Now, we don't do a lot of cheese. It calls for a cup. I don't use a cup. This is about a half a cup of diced cheese. It does give it a nice little flavor. You can use any kind. That's cheddar. You can use anything you want. And then also green onions. I was able to get these at the farmer's market, and I was able to get organic. So I was really excited about that. So those go in, about a half a cup of green onions. And then the final thing are frozen peas. And again, organic would be best. I wasn't able to find those. You could replace this with any vegetable. Right now, the zucchini is out. There's a lot of zucchini. And you could dice that up and put that in there, and that would be really good as well. So I'm going to mix all of this up. And then I have made a little dressing. It's a chili dressing. And I used avocado mayonnaise, which is my favorite. So good, better, best. To me, the avocado mayonnaise is the best. But if you're going to use a mayonnaise, make sure you use real mayonnaise and not the Miracle Whip. It calls for mayonnaise. It has red wine vinegar in it, and then an assortment of spices: cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, and cayenne for a little kick. So it makes this really nice dressing. So I'm just going to put that on there and mix everything up. This really makes enough for 4, and there's only 2 of us. So what we'll have is we'll actually have leftovers for tomorrow for lunch, which is wonderful. And we'll have the same thing for lunch because we love this. It's so yummy. So that makes about a cup when you put all the ingredients together. And it really moistens it up really nice. So that's it. So really, the only thing that takes time is cooking your rice. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over my tomatoes. And this is always challenging in my little kitchen here, how to navigate. But you can see I took a beautiful tomato and I just kind of spread it out. And then what you do is you just pile this on. And then, of course, you're going to just have a divine tomato because these are homegrown and they taste like a real tomato. So I hope you guys can get your hands on a real tomato because it makes a big difference. And there is dinner. Tiny house cooking. This is McKee, the Nomadic Nutritionist. Bye for now.